Proof of address in Mexico. Proof of address is a crucial document verifying your current residence in Mexico. It is commonly required by banks and other organizations to confirm your identity and residence details, serving as a security measure. When is proof of address required? Proof of address is typically required in various bureaucratic procedures, financial transactions, and legal matters. Organizations often request it to validate your residential information provided. From a security standpoint, proof of address acts as a safeguard against identity theft and fraud. By confirming where individuals reside, organizations can mitigate risks associated with fraudulent activities, such as unauthorized account openings or misuse of services. Additionally, in legal proceedings and contractual agreements, proof of address serves as evidence of domicile, which can influence rights, obligations, and entitlements under the law. It provides clarity on jurisdictional matters and supports the enforcement of legal rights and responsibilities. In summary, organizations require proof of address to uphold security measures, comply with regulations, facilitate efficient operations, and support legal and contractual obligations. Documents accepted as proof of address in Mexico. The most widely accepted proof of address in Mexico are recent utility bills, such as water, electricity, gas, telephone, internet, or TV. These bills should be printed and dated within the last 2 to 3 months, though specific requirements may vary. Some organizations may require bills to be no older than 2 months or to be registered in your name. Ensure the utility bill reflects your claimed address. The electricity bill from CFE Federal Electricity Commission is the most commonly used proof of address in Mexico. It is typically printed and delivered to homes and can also be accessed as a PDF online via the CFE website or their official app. If you rent your residence and utility bills are not in your name, you may need additional documents like a leasing agreement. Ensure the leasing agreement includes essential details, such as names and signatures of parties involved, contract terms, and clauses related to the use of the rented space. Other documents accepted as proof of address in Mexico include bank statements, recent bank statements from financial institutions, property deed, property tax receipt, receipt showing your recent payment of property tax, bank trust documents, for properties held in a trust, fideicomiso, under your legal name, social insurance statement IMSS, statement issued by the Mexican Institute of Social Security. Documents not accepted as proof of address. Your official identification passport, residency card, driver's license, etc., even if it lists your address, is typically not accepted as standalone proof of address. Most procedures require a separate document specifically designated as proof of address. Personal correspondence, letters, envelopes, magazine subscriptions, and membership cards are not accepted as proof of address too. While these items may display your address, they are not considered reliable or official proofs of residence by most organizations. Additionally, digital documents or screenshots of bills or statements are generally not accepted unless explicitly specified by the organization. Photocopies of documents may also be rejected, so it's advisable to present original copies whenever possible. When preparing documents for proof of address purposes, it is advisable to consult specific requirements of the organization or institution you are dealing with to ensure compliance and avoid unnecessary delays in processing your application or request. Proof of address for companies. Mexican companies are required to have a local fiscal address. If no commercial property is owned or rented, third-party service providers like accountant firms can offer registered local addresses. Acceptable proof of address documents for companies include bank statements, property deed, property tax receipts, utility bills, lease or sublease agreements, service contracts, bank account opening documents. These documents must be in the name of the company's partners or shareholders and meet specific organizational requirements. For foreign legal entities registering with the RFC, Federal Taxpayer Registry, acceptable documents include authorization from a representative office or domicile notification issued by the Secretariat of Economy. These documents must specify the address where economic activities are conducted and be issued in the name of the legal entity. How to obtain proof of address. If you own a home in Mexico, utility bills such as electricity, water, gas, internet, TV can serve as proof of address. Utility bills can be obtained either in paper format, delivered physically to the address, or electronically through online platforms provided by service providers. Many companies encourage customers to opt for electronic billing, which reduces paper consumption and offers convenient access to bills through email or online accounts. If you are renting or if utility services are not registered in your name, you can still use any issued utility bills, as most organizations accept bills even if they do not have your name on them. However, if the organization specifically requires your name to appear on the utility bill, obtaining proof of address can be more challenging. In such cases, try to connect some services like internet under your name, or use rental agreements or other legal documents to substantiate your residence. Check if supplementary documents proving your relationship with the bill payer, for example, marriage certificate, partnership agreements, are acceptable. Bank statements from your Mexican bank account can also serve as proof of address. Notify your bank promptly of any change in address to ensure you always have access to current statements as your proof of address. While paper statements are less common, PDF statements available through online banking can be printed and used as valid proof of address. Ensuring compliance with specific requirements and verifying acceptance criteria with the organization or institution you are dealing with is crucial for successfully obtaining and submitting proof of address in Mexico.